A new Politico Morning Consult poll finds that 42% of voters plan to vote for the Democratic candidate in congressional elections this year. 41% plan to vote for the Republicans. 17% aren't sure. Now, those numbers could change if stories like this are presented to voters. Today, every Democrat in the House voted to pass the Affordable Insulin Now Act, which would cap the monthly cost of insulin at $35 starting next year. And almost every Republican in the House voted against that. Every member of the House Republican leadership voted no to $35 insulin. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy voted no. Minority Whip Steve Scalise voted no. Republican Conference Chair Elise Stefanik voted no. The bill now heads to the Senate, where Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock has introduced a companion bill. Joining us now is Representative Lucy McBath, a co-sponsor of today's bill, who voted yes. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. What will this bill do for people who need insulin?
Well, thank you so much, Lawrence. It's always a joy to be with you. This bill, it's very, very simple in its nature. It basically will just lower drug costs for millions of Americans. About 40 million Americans in this country that are suffering from the chronic disease of diabetes. There's no time off when you live with this disease. It's a constant presence in the lives of, I said, almost 40 million people, and it influences every aspect of their lives. And so we just know that this is an opportunity right now to help millions of Americans lower the cost of something that they need every single day to survive. And I hope Republicans in the Senate will do what is needed to make life more affordable and this drug more affordable for those families.
I didn't know that diabetes was a partisan issue. Did you hear anything in the Republican argument against this?
Yes, we did. I heard over and over again that, we're not even considering those individuals that are not going to be those that don't have insurance, that this policy does not protect those individuals that don't have insurance. But as I said to my Republican colleagues on the floor today, it's like, you're right, it does not. But there again, come to the table, build some compromise, some consensus, help us to do that very thing, to make sure that we're putting forth policy that will protect the lives of every individual in this country, whether they have insurance or not, making sure that they will have access to this life-saving drug and can afford to pay for it.
Going forward in the Senate, you've got to pass a bill and then reconcile it with the House. There is plenty of opportunity still for Republicans to do the right thing beginning in the Senate.
Absolutely. And we were, very fortunate today because we did have 12 Republicans that actually agreed with us. So it did make this legislation bipartisan in the House. We're really fortunate that we have Senator Warnock there in the Senate who is championing this very, very vital piece of legislation. And I know that my colleagues and I in the House are going to do everything that we can to make sure that we are encouraging the Senate Republicans to do what's right, because as you stated, diabetes, it should not be partisan. Republicans and Democrats alike are diabetic.